All right, up next we have our roundtable, and I want to discuss this idea of the happiest place on earth also could be the best place to look for a happy ending.
Well, this is a really, really wonderful story. So there was a man who was on dialysis who was looking for a kidney. He was on the waiting list, and he had to go to dialysis many times a week for multiple hours, and his health was declining for many reasons. His children were not matches. He's O negative, so he's a universal donor, but can only receive a kidney from someone with O negative. O positive, sorry, O positive blood. And so very, very specific. So he's also a huge Disney fanatic. So he decided he was gonna go to Disney World for 9 days and wear a very simple shirt that says, in need of kidney, O positive, call this number. And it worked. Many people took pictures and posted them on their social. And ultimately, a man by the name of Richie Sully called him. They found out that he was a donor, and just this past week, he received his kidney in New York City. So it's actually, if you think about it, take the emotion out of it, it's actually dispassionately, it's a genius idea because you've got people from all over the world coming together, and what's the one thing they all have on them? They've got phones, they've got cameras, they're willing to share. That's what they're there for. And then they go back to their own homes and they start populating their respective areas of social media with this picture, with this message. So rather than just put a post out there, he disseminated very, very smart. And so congratulations, very, very happy. Now they're using social media again to see if they can raise money for the gentleman who flew in for the surgery. So it's a great story all around.
I do like that one. It's controversial, especially here in Canada, because there's a list and because there's an order. But I look at this as a dad who wants to be there for his family.
Oh, I would listen. There is a list for societal reasons. There is no. If somebody has a way of figuring out a way to do something legally that can help their health, I'm 100% for it. Yeah. If people want to view it as jumping the queue, then jump the queue, man. Like if that's going to save your life, jump that queue.
And also, I think it takes courage to do what he did as well, because you're really putting your health issues out there when you print it on a shirt like that, you know, and to draw that attention. But at the end of the day, like you said, he needs to be there for his family. He wants to be there for his family. And the good out of all of this is that he's going to be there. Yeah. He's going to be there, right?
He's going to be there. Brandon, I really like your topic, switching gears, because this has to do with people who leave the company and what do you want to buy them?
It's a really hot topic, because how much do you spend when your colleague leaves for a going away gift? So we have this story, a woman who is in the UK. She worked part-time at a supermarket, and one of her colleagues left. And so what she wanted to do, as everybody else was doing, was get her a present. So what she offered to do was to pay her shopping bill. Now, guess how much the bill racked up to be?
I don't know.
72 pounds, which is approximately $125 Canadian. This is how much she spent on this woman's supermarket bill for her going away present. So this worker...
She personally spent that.
Yes, she paid for her supermarket bill, her grocery bill. So she went to the internet to put out there to ask if she paid too much. And basically she got rude responses from many people out there. But it begs the question, if a colleague leaves, what is the appropriate amount to spend on their going away gift?
Well, firstly, I think she made a mistake by saying, I'm going to pay your bill and not I'm going to pay X amount of your bill. Like, that's sort of on her. And that is actually 100% on her. And then taking to the internet to see if it was rude.
If she has regrets on that, that's on her.
That's on her. That's a lesson learned.
And they weren't even that close. They weren't even that close.
But then what?
Then don't offer to pay her bill.
Right, but you...
Buy her some flowers.
You think flowers is good?
Yeah, well, I think in a scenario...
Depends how well you know them.
Right, it depends on how well you know them, and you've got to... Listen, you've got to know... People, we always say, you got to know your worth. Well, you got to know the worth of these people leaving the office, too. If you're comfortable giving $20 as part of a larger group, I like that idea. When everyone pools their resources for one single gift,
but what about
and that way no one person is responsible.
Yeah. What about the colleague who left, though? Don't you think maybe a little bit of the blame should be placed on that colleague?
Why?
I mean, shouldn't you have some certain etiquette? Okay, if somebody offers to be my groceries,
Zero.
I'm gonna buy everything, 2 weeks worth, a whole month's worth of groceries.
I'm gonna pay your bill. Okay, thank you. Here's my bill. What did she do wrong?
I just feel like if I was leaving a place and somebody offered to buy my grocery bill, I would just be considerate to say, you know what, I'm not going to overspend
She
here.
didn't ask for it. This woman volunteered to pay her bill.
But also, you remember, they're working at a supermarket. You're not making amazing amount of money.
Which is why she was so happy that somebody offered to pay her bill.
But as somebody receiving that, you should say at least, let me just be considerate.
We are clearly not going to agree on this. No. Personal responsibility is where it begins and ends. And the person who started this was the woman who offered to pay the bill.
Right.
And that's where it ends.
And sometimes it's good to humble yourself and be like, thank you for that, but I'm not going to overextend you, because I know Maybe the reason why I'm leaving the company is because I'm not making that much money. She's a supermarket worker.
I'm going to tell you right now, Brandon. If you offer to buy me lunch, I am getting an appetizer. I'm getting a drink. I am getting
But that's because we're good friends.
To finish off.
We're good friends, but they weren't. Come on now.
But then don't offer to pay the bill.